Just 12 words. No yelling, no anger, no lengthy arguments. Just 12 chilling words typed from a quiet room that forced a national television station into an emergency shutdown, caused stock prices to plummet, and ignited outrage among millions across Asia. The strangest part? The person who typed the message was not a politician, not a model, or a social activist. She was an 18-year-old tennis player from the Philippines. Her name is Alexandra Eala. And if you think she's just an average young athlete, you're about to think again. Eala was nowhere near the event. She didn't attend Miss Universe, didn't appear on the TV show, and was actually on a personal vacation. Yet, with a single post, she rattled the entire Thai media industry, cost a veteran MC their job, and split audiences across Southeast Asia, from Manila to Bangkok, into two warring camps. So what really happened? How did a tennis player become a symbol of national pride and accidentally ignite one of Asia's biggest media scandals of the year? In the next few minutes, you won't just hear the 12 words that brought down a system, but you'll witness the chain reaction, from the panic in the studio to the terrifying stock crash. And more importantly, you will understand why the world celebrated a phrase that was not loud or aggressive, but became the sharpest media knockout punch of the year. If you ever believe that sports and politics are two separate worlds, this story will make you reconsider. And if you're someone who believes in the power of composure in the eye of the storm, Alexandra Eala might be the role model you are looking for. Subscribe to Pro Tennis 360 to not miss iconic sports stories, where a single quote can shake a continent. Alexandra Eala, from tennis queen to witness of a cultural explosion. Before everything collapsed, Alexandra Eala was simply a familiar name in Southeast Asian tennis. The young star of the Philippines, known for her disciplined play, calm demeanor, and almost zero involvement in controversy. She had never made a contentious statement, rarely participated in talk shows or political debates. To the public, Eala was a symbol of focus and silence. No gimmicks, no scandals. Yet, just days later, her name was plastered across media in Thailand, the Philippines, Malaysia, and even American sports sites. What pulled a tennis player, irrelevant to beauty pageants, entertainment, or media, into the eye of a storm about national honor? The answer begins in Bangkok, the Asian Regional Miss Universe final night. When the name Philippines was announced in the top 5, the audience erupted. The Filipino community, both domestically and internationally, flooded social media with pride. But immediately after, one sentence shattered that atmosphere. While the official microphone was momentarily muted, a Thai MC, known for his blunt style and sarcastic attitude, muttering into his mic, "We don't come here to glorify your stupid pride. Even the tennis queen or Mississippi." A short sentence, but it instantly became a wildfire. The Filipino online community was enraged. They felt insulted not just about the beauty pageant, but about their national pride, and even the veiled slight against Alexandra Eala, whom they affectionately call the tennis queen. Within 30 minutes, the clip was edited out of the TV broadcast. But it was too late. It spread virally on TikTok and Twitter. And somewhere during a personal vacation, Eala saw it too. No one knew that her subsequent reaction would make history. If you were Eala, would you stay silent or retaliate? Her answer will surprise you in the next section. The 12 words that blew up Southeast Asia's social media. Alexandra Eala is not the type to react impulsively. Those who follow her career know she is trained to control her emotions, remain calm under pressure, and never let social media drag her into conflict. But that evening, watching the viral clip from Thailand, her expression changed. Friends recounted that she said nothing for a few minutes, just sat still. Replaying the moment, the host uttered the offensive line. Not because she was angry, but because she understood the story had gone beyond a mere TV show. Messages began pouring into her phone. Teammates asked for her thoughts. Fans demanded she speak up. Journalists emailed asking for comment. All within 90 minutes. But what bothered Eala was not the noise. It was the fact that the MC had dragged her, an athlete on break, into a public insult before millions. She didn't want a drama reply type of reaction. But she also wouldn't let the insult become normalized. After 20 minutes of reflection, she opened her social media app. No lengthy drafts. No PR team consultation. Just her and the keyboard. And then, the 12 words appeared. Pride isn't stupid. Disrespect is, and the world watched you fail. No hashtags. No tags. No threatening tone. Just a short, sharp, cold, and extremely purposeful statement. Within 3 minutes, the post reached 1 million likes. 7 minutes later, shares surpassed 300,000. 10 minutes later, major newspapers in the Philippines, Singapore, and Korea reported that Alexandra Eala has spoken. The biggest explosion came when American sports commentators began weighing in. Some compared the quote to iconic moments from Serena Williams or Naomi Osaka, where a single, well-timed quote can create a turning point in public perception. And this very moment took the story to an entirely different level. The question now was no longer what did Eala say, but why did just one sentence cause an entire television network to panic? The next block will reveal the terrifying aftermath of those 12 words. The 10% stock crash in 3 minutes, a television station in freefall. As Alexandra Eala's post spread across TikTok and Twitter, the first thing to collapse was not the MC's career. It was the investors' trust. Southeast Asian stock markets are sensitive to media volatility, and when a drama involving Miss Universe and an international sports star exploded simultaneously, the chain reaction was inevitable. According to market analyses at the time, the stock of the Thai TV station, which broadcast Miss Universe, dropped 10% in just 3 minutes after Eala's post was tagged viral worldwide. This was an unprecedented figure in the channel's history. Not due to technical errors, not due to a financial crisis. It was simply fear. Fear of public fury, fear of boycotts, fear of the backlash spreading across the region. Inside the studio, panic began to spread. A backstage source indicated that executives frantically demanded the clip be deleted from all platforms. But it was too late. Re-uploads were flooding social media. A technical team tried to check the audio logs to determine if the MC's quote was misrecorded. But the recording was clear. There was no denying it. Within 45 minutes, the leadership convened an emergency meeting. Someone's voice rang out in the room. If we don't issue a response now, we could lose all our international contracts. A decision was made. Suspend the MC immediately. Prepare an apology in 3 languages. Instruct the PR team to monitor every move by Alexandra Eala. However, the crisis was no longer confined to a TV show. It had become a regional story. And the most astonishing thing was the reaction of the Thai audience itself, a large portion of whom simultaneously demanded the station take responsibility, rather than defend the MC. In less than an hour, the scandal turned into an all-Asian case study on the power of a civil yet sharp statement. And the explosion hadn't stopped yet. The next block will reveal how nations, especially the US, contributed to pushing the scandal onto the international stage. Pan-Asian backlash and the intervention of American media. After the Thai TV station officially bled in the stock market, public opinion did not subside. On the contrary, neighboring countries began to join the discussion. In the Philippines, the main argument was "Don't touch our pride." In Malaysia and Singapore, hashtags supporting Eala proliferated. International beauty pageants and sports analysis sites separated the scandal into several analytical versions. One about Miss Universe, one about national honor, and one about the impact of athlete activism. Surprisingly, the US quickly joined in. Sports newspapers and TV channels analyzed Eala's reaction as a prime example of controlled strength, a deliberate power, not rage, not personal attack. Some commentators compared her 12-word quote to the legendary clapbacks of Muhammad Ali or the statements of Colin Kaepernick on equality. An interesting point that particularly captivated Americans was the context. An entertainment show, a derogatory comment from the MC, an unrelated athlete being dragged in, and a reaction too sharp to ignore. On a morning sports talk show, a New York host commented, "That's not just a comeback. That's a media earthquake packed in one sentence." And it was true. Videos analyzing Eala's response on US TikTok reached millions of views. Tennis fan pages began posting detailed timelines of how the event unfolded. Suddenly, Alexandra Eala, previously familiar only to the tennis community, was known to the American mainstream as a new symbol of composure and appropriate assertiveness. Meanwhile, the Thai TV station scrambled to handle the aftermath. They were forced to fire the MC just 5 hours after the viral post and publicly apologize in English to appease the international market. But that only attracted more global attention, turning the scandal into a clear demonstration of media power in the digital age. As public opinion slowly stabilized, another question emerged. Was that 12-word quote accidentally written by Eala in a moment of emotion, or was it a carefully calculated statement? Block 5 will unveil the answer, and the secret behind her silent but deadly media style. The quote was not accidental. Alexandra Eala's silent but deadly media strategy. Many believe that Alexandra Eala simply spontaneously reacted emotionally when writing the 12 words that shook Asia. But to those who understand her, they know that is almost impossible. Since the age of 14, Eala has been trained in the professional sports system in Spain, where she learned how to handle interviews, control her personal image, and understand the impact of a statement in the digital age. Her representative once shared, "Alex never speaks when it's unnecessary, but once she speaks, she ensures she's controlling the narrative." In this scandal, every element showed astonishing intentionality. Timing of the post, amidst the peak of Miss Universe hashtags. Wording, avoiding all controversial or easily counterattack words. Emotional tone, not angry, not aggressive, just a cold and precise declaration. The statement, "Pride isn't stupid. Disrespect is, and the world watched you fail," was strategic in every word. The phrase "the world watched" not only emphasizes the global nature of the scandal, but also serves as a way to force the opposition to face the consequences before an international audience. And most importantly, Eala did not appear afterward. No lengthy interviews. No leveraging the viral moment to boost followers. She returned to training as usual. That silence made the media everywhere talk about her even more. This was a new kind of counterattack, low damage but deep impact. As Serena once said, sometimes the most powerful play is the one you don't make loudly. The next block will show you how Eala's career took off after just one sentence. The reverse effect, the jump in branding and career. Just as the scandal seemed to hit its peak, unexpectedly, a reverse effect occurred. Not in a negative sense, but a positive effect for Alexandra Eala. Within 48 hours of the post, her Instagram followers increased by over 1.5 million. Sports brands and international companies began sending partnership offers. A high-end French tennis apparel brand even signed a promotional contract just 3 days after the incident, stating, "We are not just looking for good athletes, we are looking for those who inspire." But Eala did not turn herself into an icon of scandal. She did not capitalize on the drama. International media noticed something strange. When everyone was rushing to appear, Eala disappeared. She returned to the practice court, posted no new content, no live streams, and never mentioned the incident again. And that very retreat created a sense of high ground. Her action made the audience feel that she didn't need to speak anymore, because the initial quote was powerful enough. In the same week, she received a special invitation to a tennis tournament in Europe, where she previously didn't have enough ranking points to enter. The tournament director shared, "We want young players to know, playing well is not enough. Inspirational character makes the class." In the US, ESPN's The Breakdown talk show dedicated a 10-minute segment solely to analyzing why Eala's post was considered a masterclass in personal media crisis management. This was no longer a story about a viral post. It was proof of a new generation of athletes who know how to use their voice at the right time in the right way. And just when everything seemed to conclude, a surprising new twist emerged, changing the entire picture. The twist, the shocking leaked internal email from EMC. On the 5th day after the incident, when public opinion thought the scandal had cooled down, a shocking data leak emerged. a leaked internal email from the Thai TV station, revealing that the show's MC had been pre-briefed on how to create controversy to boost ratings. The email included exchanges between the content and production teams, with one prominent sentence underlined: "Create friction, especially with high-profile contestants or nations. Controversy drives viewership." Immediately, international media returned to the story. It was no longer a story of an accidental slip-up. This was a calculated ploy to provoke and attract interaction, regardless of the consequences. And at this moment, Eala's 12-word post became the first evidence of resistance against the system of media manipulation. She accidentally exposed a strategy that no one thought could be so real. The TV station was forced to hold a press conference. A second apology was issued, this time with government and media oversight agency representatives present. The MC was officially banned from national broadcast for 3 years. The online community called Eala the accidental whistleblower, the one who revealed the truth without even trying. And in the Philippines, she was voted Most Influential Regional Figure 2025 by Influence Asia magazine, surpassing even politicians and famous actors. The next block will conclude the entire journey and why this incident is now being taught in strategic communications classes in the US. When the world listens to the silent ones. Amidst the wave of scandal, what made the Alexandra Eala story different was not just courage. It was strategic silence. While the TV station fumbled for explanations, while social media was boiling with reaction clips, Eala herself was entirely absent. No lengthy justifications, no PR campaign. And it was that absence that made the world unable to stop talking about her. A communications lecturer at UCLA commented, "Eala achieved the level every personal brand dreams of. She let the message speak for itself." Many athletes began citing her 12-word quote as a declaration against media injustice. At a tennis tournament in Tokyo, cameras caught an image of a Japanese athlete taping the phrase, "Disrespect is," and the world watched you fail, onto their racket bag. There is no doubt Alexandra Eala is not just an athlete. She is an icon, and not an icon created by the media, but an icon the media was forced to acknowledge. At universities in the US, especially in PR and crisis communication classes, the 12-word collapse incident has become an official case study. In a presentation at NYU, students were asked to dissect why a minimalist statement could cause an exponential effect. The common conclusion: brevity, timing, and emotional accuracy can be stronger than any viral gimmick. And most importantly, Eala did not change her nature after the incident. She did not turn into a rebellious activist. She did not write a book or capitalize on the moment to launch a brand. She remains the young tennis player who arrives at the court at 6 a.m., eats a protein-rich diet, and practices technique as if no storm had ever occurred. But since that day, every one of Eala's matches has gained millions more followers. Not because of the shot, but because of the post. Subscribe to Pro Tennis 360 to not miss sports stories that go beyond the court, where every word can change an entire industry. One quote, many legacies. The 12 words that will last. Nearly a year has passed since the incident. The media storm has subsided. The Thai station stock has partially recovered. The controversial MC has vanished from the spotlight. But Alexandra Eala's quote still lives on. At an international conference on digital civility, her 12-word quote was printed on the main backdrop with the note, Case Study Number 7, The Power of Constructive Condemnation. In the Philippines, a school media education campaign was named Words That Matter, inspired by Eala's response. The goal: to teach youth how to use social media to protect themselves and the community, instead of destroying it. Even in beauty pageants, Miss Universe quietly revised its media guidelines, restricting subjective statements on live air, avoiding cultural sensitivities, especially with representatives of nations with strong expatriate communities. In other words, Eala didn't just change one broadcast night. She changed how the industry views the responsibility of speech. Experts call this the legacy effect, when a single action leaves a long-term impact that its creator may not have foreseen. In a rare interview with Time Asia magazine, Eala shared, "I didn't want to go viral. I just didn't want silence to mean agreement." That is the big difference between someone who speaks up to stand out and someone who speaks up because there is no other right choice. She didn't create a scandal, but she turned the scandal into a lesson. And in this current era of information chaos, that lesson is what the whole world needs. Do you believe that just one sentence can change an industry? If the answer is quite possibly, click subscribe to Pro Tennis 360, where sports is not just about scores, but about every small decision that can create history. This is not just a scandal. This is a feature of the era. Ultimately, the Alexandra Eala incident is not just a moment of social media explosion. It is a mirror reflecting how the world reacts to words, and how one individual can shake an entire system without yelling. It makes us wonder, how many people are being insulted every day but don't have the platform to speak up? How many accidental heroes, like Eala, are dragged into the storm simply because they exist in the right place at the wrong time? But if there's one thing Eala taught us, it is, you don't need to be angry to say what's right. You don't need to attack to hold others accountable. And you don't need a scandal to be heard, just precision. With 12 words, she did what hundreds of speeches and thousands of angry posts could not, made an entire continent simultaneously stop and think. She didn't win a tennis match, but she won a cultural battle by not fighting, but by making the opponent defeat themselves. What are your thoughts on this counterattack? Have you ever seen a more powerful quote? Comment below and suggest the next personality you want us to cover. And don't forget to subscribe to Pro Tennis 360, the only channel that brings you sports perspectives as they've never been told.